the letters around, HWO. H looks like an N. You know how you take the H and it's got a horizontal bar? That's how you make an H. The World Health Organization is an H with a slanted down line connected to the other letter. That's a sideways N, if you ask me, or a sideways Z, I meant to say, which looks like an N. NWO has always been New World Order. And part of the New World Order is to keep the world, this planet, from overpopulation. Now, this has gone on since Clinton administration. Because remember, the little boy named Elian Gonzalez, for people who don't know any better, I'm an elephant, because I got to remember it. Elian Gonzalez was the son of Fidel Castro, and one of the wives, the man had 3 wives, one of the wives ran to America with this baby. And he told America, keep the bitch, no, I'm sorry, he said wench. Keep the wench, but bring me back my son. So punk-ass Al Gore took his foot, which you can see on video, took his foot and kicked the boat off the coast of Liberty Island back out to sea, because the Haitians were the ones who helped bring her to America. So all this stuff about the dreamers coming over here and being sent back to their country because nobody wants you here, and if you're a Muslim and people charging you with racism and terrorism, they treat you like a terrorist. Bitch, the goddamn Taliban was the Muslims. They were terrorists. I can't stand somebody who don't know what the hell they're talking about and then want to turn into and cry on TV towards the Muslims. They was not Muslims. You got Muslims that are religious people, nicest people in the world, and then you have extremists, which are not Muslims. They didn't want to say death to America and all that stuff. There was a movie called Rules of Engagement. It had Samuel L. Jackson in it, based on a true story about Colonel Terry Childress. I don't know what the character's name in the movie was, but the real character name was Childress. And I think they used something that sounded like Childress. They might have used Childers or something like that in the movie. But you still knew who he was, Colonel and Terry. You know who he was. His name was Terrence. But in the movie, they say Terry. Terrence Childress, same thing. And they charged him with murder because he shot some Yemen who were attacking the Marines and such. But anyway, go check it out if you haven't seen it. In the World Health Organization, it talks about the food expectancy. So back in the 90s with Clinton, they start cloning food because we was running low on food. There was too many people in the country, not enough food to go around. So we start cloning corn, we start cloning chicken, we start cloning other vegetables. That was phase 1. Now they started bringing in murderers and some type of diseases, new strands of the flu. And people were taking all these vitamin supplements, living a lot longer than they're supposed to. So what did they do? Because you're living longer than you're supposed to, we're going to push the retirement age out a little longer. So now they went from 60 to 70. I think now retirement age is 80-something years old. What the fuck I'm going to do at 80 besides rot and die? I want my money now. That is something they should put into the Constitution, the right to retire between 40 and 50 or any time after 40. Nobody want to work for the rest of their goddamn life. Give them the option. If you don't work for 20 or 30 years, you want to retire, give them the option to retire and make do. But they say, it's my money, I want it now. It's my money, I want it now. I'm not going to sit there until I'm 80. Now you too old to spend it, too old to see it, right? Not even know how to count it. What gives you the right to tell me when I can retire? I think that's against my constitutional right. That's what you need to be focused on. Goddamn, who's black and who's white. Next, we go down the list. We talk about population. So in China, in Russia, in some parts of Africa, they have rules to thin the herd when the herd gets too heavy. So the people are so overpopulated, they say, hey, we're going to have to make a space and put some apartment buildings out there so that we have a place to live because we're running out of space on Earth. Now, here's the tick for people who don't have no sense. Most of the space on Earth is taken up by a cemetery. If you pull up the dead bodies, you might have some more land so you can build some more houses. I'm sure the dead people that's been dead since 1500s and 1600s or the year 3 won't mind you moving the headstone and putting some houses down there. I'm sure whatever's in there is not in there anymore. It's been well over 1,000 years. I've seen some cemetery plaques that have been there so long, the words are no longer legible because the snow and the rain hit it so much. It's almost a smooth slate where you can't even read the years or the names on the headstone. They got to be redug or recarved. That's what I mean. Those need to come up and up out. The deer can't even go where you're supposed to go because you got so many of the deer scattered into the streets because you're knocking down trees to make room for their land, to make houses. Just running out of space. It's like a board game called Monopoly. It's only with so many squares you can put on a space. And it's only with so much space you can hold some squares. And then what happens is mission ethnic cleansing or whatever. And they go off and start killing people. And that's what the coronavirus is designed to do. Kill off people who have these ailments, bad health disease, asthma, blindness, sickle cell, anemia, all these diseases, diabetes, 1 leg, 2 leg, 1 arm gone, 1 eye gone. Kill all those people with deformities. And that would slim down the herd, especially China. China is very overpopulated. You got people paying high-class rent for a closet inside of somebody else's house. 5 people live in 1 unit, but every closet is a unit. Okay, hang your coat up in the closet, that's somebody's room. Oh, that's my neighbor. 1 bathroom for the whole floor. So you ain't got no room to turn the bathroom into a room, just the toilet and everything out. You just put 1 toilet in the middle of the hallway. Everybody take turns taking a shower. I'm going to be late. They take a shower, just leave the water running so that person can get in there and stand in someone else's dirt. And then the last person turn the water off. If the hot water hose out, if the hot water tank overheats, now you got cold water coming out the hot water side. But that's what we're up against. And this is where the population control comes from. So now we're going to kill all. Now, you notice how when you watch the news, they say globally. If something's affecting America, I want to know nationally. I don't want to know globally. But they don't put nothing on TV unless it's important. So everything they put on TV, there's a reason for it. The reason to know the global number of deaths is so that you reach that number that brings that population down. 3 billion, 3 million, and all these people that they claim every day, 50 people are dying in Maryland. Where they at? I think they're getting the numbers from the hospital because there's no way to know, just like the murder here in Baltimore, there's no way to know today how many people got shot until the coroner has been called to get the body so it can come on tomorrow's news about who was shot yesterday. But to know the same day how many people died today, there's no way of knowing unless somebody is out there actually tracking. And that's what the chips are for, track. They even have a cell phone app that allows you to be tracked so they know if you're in a hot zone or not and who you came in contact with. And it transmits your telephone number so the trackers can call you and say, hey, you was in so-and-so area and you came in contact with somebody who tested positive for the corona. Give me a break. I guess that's racism too. 917-889-8825. 917-889-8825. Give us a call. If it's the first time calling, press 1. If you have a question or comment. Otherwise, we'll just leave you in listening queue. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Then we'll be back with the Black History Minute and some more Green's version of Dear White People and Dear Black People. So keep it locked with you guys.
Sure?
We'll be right back. Don't go away. Yeah, I'm sure.
Hi, Tom Bodette. Of all the things invented in 1962, some have faded away, like cassette tapes, and others are still very much with us, like lava lamps and Motel 6. Yep, Motel 6 is celebrating 50 years of giving travelers a good night's rest and saving you more for what you travel for. But we're just getting started. In fact, the longer you watch us, the better we get. Kind of like a lava lamp. Trippy. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6. 50 years and the light's still on.
All right. Thank you. We did have a caller, but I guess the caller hung up. So, again, phone lines are open, 917-889-8825. That's 917-889-8825. You have a question or comment, go ahead and press the 1. Let us know you have a question or comment. Otherwise, we'll just put you in a listening queue. Time for the Black History Minute. We'll go ahead on you, Green.
Well, thank you, Dr. Q. Wow. This Black History Minute is for Robin Renee Roberts. American television broadcaster Robin Renee Roberts is the anchor of Good Morning America and ABC Morning News, which are broadcasting from its studios in New York. In December 2003, she was quiet come out as a lesbian, and oh no, god damn it! Oh, now you put it in there. Quiet came out as a lesbian in Facebook post that acknowledged her longtime girlfriend Amber Lawrence. For one of 4 siblings, Robin was born in November 23rd, 1960 in Tuskegee, Alabama, and to Colonel Lawrence Roberts, a Tuskegee Airman, and Lorendale Tornilla Roberts. The family later moved to Pass Christian, Mississippi, where she graduated as a 1979 Salvation from Pass Christian High School. In 1983, Roberts graduated Chumitude